Major Alan Schaefer, also known as Dutch, was a mercenary and the leader of a private military team. This is, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger's role in the original Predator movie, and in 1987, in the fictional universe, Dutch and his men were hired by the US military and the CIA for a supposed rescue mission in Verde. Of course, we know that this mission was in fact the CIA recruiting them to eliminate rebels in the area of Verde. Dutch's squad would then come into contact with an alien species that stalked them and killed off the elite members of his squad one by one. Dutch was the last remaining survivor of his unit, and he was also the man responsible for the aliens' death. But one of the long-standing questions is what happened to Dutch after the events in Verde? What became of Major Alan Dutch Schaefer? Well, in this video I will run down some snippets of information gathered from comics, from literature, and also from cancelled movie projects. Of course, we know from the ending of Predator that Dutch was rescued from Verde. Dutch began experiencing adverse health effects, unfortunately similar to radiation sickness. This is thought to have been from exposure to the explosion of the Jungle Hunter's self-destruct device. Although narrowly missing him, the fallout still affected him. Dutch was then hospitalized, and during this time he was interviewed by Peter Keyes of the Otherworld Lifeform Task Force with respect to what had happened within the jungle. Dutch would then subsequently escape from hospital and disappear. Several years would pass, and Dutch's older brother, a member of the police force, would encounter predators while searching for him. Apparently though, Dutch's legacy lives on, and within the Yautja race, Dutch became known as a legend. His activities and the fact that he managed to destroy one of their kind circulated around Yautja Prime. Allegedly, this information led to predators revering Dutch and his achievements, and more specifically, the City Hunter. This then led to the City Hunter embarking on his own hunting mission to Earth. Interestingly enough, Arnold Schwarzenegger was apparently due to return and reprise his role of Dutch in Predator 2. However, although the actor was incredibly close to signing up, there was a pay dispute, and producer John Davies describes that it was actually an amount of only $250,000, which meant that the deal fell through and Schwarzenegger walked away from the project. The Dutch role, which he was written for, would subsequently be rewritten for Peter Keyes, leading one to believe that Dutch Schaefer then potentially became the leader of the Otherworld Lifeform Task Force. Now, we all know that Robert Rodriguez made Predators, and during this time he intended to have Schwarzenegger reappear as Dutch in the form of a cameo at the film's end. This would be after defeating Berserker. Royce and Isabel would sit bloodied and exhausted in the jungle, and a Yautja ship would land nearby and a host of predators would emerge. Too tired to fight, Royce and Isabel would wait for them to be destroyed. However, the predators did not attack. Instead, they split into two single file lines flanking the doorway, and through the gap in the center, their leader would emerge from the ship, his armor covered in trophies. The leader would then remove his Yautja helmet, revealing it to be Dutch, who in the original script would tell Royce, "Not bad, kid. Not bad at all." This scene was ultimately dropped due to Schwarzenegger being unavailable, but Rodriguez has mentioned a desire to include the sequence in any potential Predator sequel. Now, for the upcoming film, The Predator, Dutch was due to appear in a cameo at the end of the film, where following the survivors, Dutch would appear in a helicopter and state that they all must come with him, and close credits. So guys, that is what happened to Dutch Schaefer at the end of Predator, the original film. What do you guys think of this? Would you have liked to have seen Arnold Schwarzenegger return? I know he is an ultimate fan favourite, and for me personally, he is one of those characters which made the original Predator so good. If he was to return and appear in the upcoming film The Predator, I would not be too disappointed by it. I know that he turned the role down due to the part being so small, and highly likely due to the ultimate script that has been used for the film. However, it would be great to see him return. And also, it would be a nice end to that character's story. He went through such an ordeal in the original film that to see his arc fully completed would be absolutely fantastic. But guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, stay up to date on all the world of pop culture and movie news. To celebrate the release of The Predator, I'm going to be redoing some of my old Predator universe videos. So if you liked this, please do stick around for more in the future. I'm also due to be seeing The Predator tomorrow ahead of its release. I've been invited to go along and watch it at an advanced screening, so I will be able to give you my thoughts on that pretty damn soon before it's released, so you can make up your mind whether you yourselves want to see it. Anyway guys, I've been Mr. H, and I will catch you in the next video.